I've never had anybody even ask that or even heard that before. I would say no, it would be separated.
And I'm not a Buddhist.
Okay. And if I said yes?
And I'm a Buddhist. Yes and no. Yes and no.
Yeah. So it's yes and no. So it all depends on, I guess there's certain aspects of it that you believe and focus on.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of good common sense in it.
I totally agree with you. I'm a
very rational.
Yeah.
Very rational philosophy.
Yeah, I 1000% agree with that. I'm not a very religious person, but there's aspects of that are it just makes sense for day-to-day life. Just make you a better person. Right?
You know, the Buddha gave these seminars. They're called sutras. He addresses a large audience, and he he tells his teaching in these seminars that he did, and they're really some Lav and I can't pronounce this. Lankavatara Sutra.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of them. They're all available on Kindle. Is where I read a lot of these, and they're really good common sense. And then there's some authors who write things about it, like Allen Ginsberg. So it's some really good Buddhist stuff. One is called Gospel Noble Truths.
You said Allen what?
Allen Ginsberg, Ginsberg. Jack Kerouac is another one. They're called the Beat authors.
Interesting.
Kerouac wrote some really good stuff. Some of his
so you've put some time into this then.
Well, I like reading things like that. Kerouac's Dharma Bums is really good. It's Buddhist overtones and all of it. And Ginsberg's stuff is good. Like one of the lines from his Gospel Noble Truths is, "There is one way, you take the high road. In your big wheel, 8 steps you fly."
Interesting.
You don't know what that means, do you?
No, I'm trying to think it in my head. As you're saying it, I'm trying to get a visual of it. I'm a visual person, so I'm trying to get a visual of it. Say that again.
There is one way. You take the high road.
Okay.
In your big wheel, 8 steps you fly.
I still don't get it. Explain that to me.
What's the big wheel? The big wheel is the wheel of life.
Okay.
If you've seen the symbol for Buddhism,
yes.
with 8 prongs on it.
Yeah.
That's the big wheel. And the 8 steps you fly, that's the eightfold noble truth of Buddhism, which starts with right thought, right speech, right behavior, right view, right livelihood. There's 8 of them.
Yeah.
So you follow those and you fly. You rise above all of it. You fly above.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So you're a bundle of knowledge, huh?
Yes, I am. I keep learning. Keep learning.
I always say, there's nothing I always say is I say the day you die is the day you stop learning. You're always learning something every day. I mean, I've taken it. I'm running notes. I've taken a ton of stuff off this podcast. This stuff you're saying, your knowledge and what you.
Good. I'm glad you find it helpful.
And you're always right. Every day when you wake up, you have to have that open mind that today's to be a new day that you're going to learn something and intake something, right? And some of them you stick with, some of them you don't. It is what it is. But I mean, you're always going to be learning, whether somebody younger than you, older than you. There's so much knowledge out there, right?
I don't wake up with an open mind because with me, there are dream fragments there. Things I dreamt about that I don't quite remember, most of them, but the fragments are there. And so they sort of served as objects of meditation. Because what I do early in the morning is I meditate for maybe an hour and I say a mantra. That's my method of meditation now. So I say a mantra over and over and over again.
Is it the same mantra or different every day?
It's mainly the same mantra, but I have 2.
What are they?
One I use most of the time. One is called the Nembutsu. That means the name of the Buddha, Nembutsu.
Okay.
And it basically says Namo, which means I take refuge in. Amida is the primordial Buddha, going way, way back. And then Butsu means Buddha. I take refuge in you know, the Buddha, the teaching, the name, the life experience of the Buddha.
Interesting. That's awesome.
So I say that.
Yeah.
Then there's another one that I say. It's I don't know what the name of it is. It goes Om Amarani Jivantiya Swaha. So Om means sort of like a greeting. It means hello, good health, good luck to you. Amarati is the name of Amida Buddha. It's another name for him. Jivantiya is basically your vehicle through this life and through all of life. Jivantiya Swaha means hooray. So, hello, I'm glad that there's such thing as the Buddha, and that I can, use to make me and the world a better place. Hooray. That's what it means. Om Amarani Jivantiya Swaha.
That's amazing. Is your wife does your wife follow this as well?
Not to the same extent as me. I mean, we used to call ourselves Zen Baptist, because she was basically, I was brought up as a Methodist, and she was brought up as a Baptist, and that's close enough. So, we're sort of on the same page in our relationship when we met.
Yeah.
There wasn't any kind of dogmatic thing between us. So we always got along on that. We're not really, hard fast in religion. We're not stuck in any part of it.
Yeah. I'm very same, and my wife's very much the same as well. I mean, there's certain aspects. Good. There's certain aspects, I think, of all religion. There's positives and there's negatives of all religion too, right? I mean, there's different ways. You just have to be very open to what parts you want to intake and what parts you want to make part of your life, right?
The main thing is to be open-minded with other people's attitudes. Don't think that they have to be like you.
Yeah.
It's not like if you don't believe like I do, you're going to hell.
Yeah.
It's not like that at all.
Yeah.
You have to be open to everything, because somebody has something positive about them.
Yeah.
Some kind of, thing in their life experiences.
Yeah.
That helps them grow. So you can learn from it.
Yeah. I think that's probably the one negative aspect of certain, I would say the religion in general is exactly what you said. When there are individuals that have that mindset, if you don't follow me, you're the wrong way, right? So having that mindset that's a very negative way. And I think that when you look at religion and look at how religion affects and predicts towards war and anger and separate,
too much literal interpretation.
100%. Yeah, I totally agree with that.